Locus here, and here's my review on the most recent figure that Tamashii Nations Bandai had released under the Makai Kado line, which is the Light Awakening Beast Garo. This is a Tamashii web exclusive limited edition figure that came out last month, June, but I got mine yesterday. And just like in every exclusive or limited edition figure under this line and the likes like Super Imaginative Chogokin and probably SH Figure Arts, that it would come with a brown mailer box like this one. Yeah. So let's focus on the main packaging of the figure. So there's still some consistency. Sorry for that. So yeah, as far as the design goes for this packaging, like the usual tribal designs here, and it's there at the bottom of the box, above the box, and here's the title of the series where this figure originated from, Makai no Hana. So here's the side of the packaging. So here's the logo right there, and then at the back the usual preview, limited number of previews that you can see, like the front and back view and the semi action post here. So yeah, so that's about it so far. What I just noticed and liked about this is that somehow it has like a reflective shim going on the figure here. The packaging, it somehow has a reflective shim going on. I'm not sure if you can see it, but once you get yours you can check it out. It's kind of cool. So let's open the packaging. So here you go. Currently the figure is being served into one tray only, but pretty much has the entire accessories and stuff that the figure came with, except for this base. So when I like tried to open it earlier, this one falls out. I was expecting that this was properly taped accordingly, but it seems that it's not. Anyway, it's not a huge deal. Um, so here's the figure here, as you can see, and then here's the stand that we will be using for him to wield the sword. If you would, or if you have plans on displaying this figure on an action pose, because I think the figure can really balance well even without the base and the stand. But anyhow, so here's the stand for the figure. There's the clip, and then here's the accessories, all those stuff like the tail here, and the awesome detail that you will place at the back, and then of course the broadsword of the figure, and of course the manual is still at the back, so you can just check it out if you don't know where to put if you don't know where a certain part goes to where. But even without it you can just know where you should put it. So here's a figure standing 8.5 inches tall from head to toe, but including the ears, it's already on the 9-inch scale level. And here's a figure standing next to a volume 1 Makai Kado Garo figure and an SIC Kiwami Tamashii wing Garo figure. Of course, I took out the wing. So yeah. And for other comparisons, in case you may ask or wonder if you're not into these figures yet, this is a movie version Hellboy figure from NECA, I believe. And then here's a 6 inch Hasbro Marvel Legends figure, Deadpool. There you go. And here we do have an SH Figure Arts Iron Man figure. next to uh, Batman figure, DC Universe Batman figure from Mattel. So there you have it on the skill level of this awesome figure. So here's the figure articulation points. The head has a good range of motion thanks to the ball joint connected to the head through the neck, and then another ball joint again connected from the bottom part of the neck to the upper part of the body. So the range of motion is really good, and the neck is able to support that to deploy a good and plausible range of motion on the head. There you go. See? And yeah, he's getting dizzy now. Anyway, and just like every Garo figure released so far, it has a that hinge mouth articulation. I'm not sure if that's how they call it, but yeah, if it's considered as an articulation. Anyway, that's a very nice detailing going on with this figure. This feature is really nice. Alright. Now, for the shoulder pads, it's on a single hinge on a peg. It kind of swivels. At first, it doesn't want to swivel because maybe it's just new that the joint is a bit tight. But now it moves. It can go like that, and it can also move. Wait, let me do that. Downwards like that. So like that, as you can see, very nice, huh? All right. Now for the arms, it seems like there's a ball joint going on there connected to the shoulders. Then shoulders, there's like a ball joint on a peg, on a single peg connected here. Uh, but the entire shoulders is on a hinge though, so it has a good range of motion too. There. So it really helps that they added a single hinge on the shoulder pads so that the figure can deploy a good dynamic posing without hindering it. So you can see then, so you can see the elbow is on a ball joint, moves, and then it's on a double hinge elbow. Doesn't go all the way though. There's still some gap missing here. But it's not really a huge deal for me. I don't want to force it though. I'm too scared to force it. But so far, for me, this is how far it goes. Alright. And then, this part here has a very nice detailing where the claws can do that. So it kind of reminds me of Kamen Rider Ozu. So, there. It can be removed, I think. Yeah, it can be removed. And none of any part of this figure is made out of diecast. I did check the entire accessories and the stuff that it came with, and even the figure from head to toe. It doesn't. I haven't felt any diecast part at all, and I think that is something that Bandai is trying to really get rid of with this line and the very first figure that they had, which is the SIC. So yeah, it's kind of saddening at first, but thinking that I'd rather have this kind of awesome figure still without the Chogokin part rather than have the entire line stop manufacturing these figures just because they can't produce Chogokin for it. So yeah, anyway, so for the upper body, I'm not sure if just that my figure is new, but so far there's like it feels tight. But with the help of the ball joint from waist to the abdominal part and abdominal part to the upper body, it would give you some support to deploy some good range of motion too, just like the one with the head. See, so not much there. And then for the legs, it can go as far as that for the split. All right, and I would say it's a well thought out design, and they're really trying to reinvent and learn from whatever shortcomings they had as far as articulation goes with their recent figures. Because this one, it's a well thought out design, especially this part on the thigh that they even added another ball joint like detailing here, so that when you do split, it won't hinder that much on the figure's articulation. The split thing is not that wide, maybe that on whatever you were hoping it would be, but for me this is just fine. It's not really a huge deal. All right. Um, the legs can go off far as that, and it has a hinge. I mean a thigh swivel, and the thigh, it feels really tight. The thigh is on a it feels tight though, really tight, but it has a thigh swivel. See, it's just that it's really tight as of the moment. All right, and then for the knee, it has a double hinge knee, as you can see. All right, and it has a additional feature where there's like a hinge here where you can do that. Let's do it up close. There, as you can see, it's really sharp. So if you have kids at home, so keep this on a higher part of your shelf. Uh, they might get hurt. All right. So for the legs, it's really nice. There's very nice range of motion going on there. Anyway, for the feet, unfortunately, I can't really sense any uh, what do you call it, anchor rockers, as they say. But it has a it moves up and down like that. All right, but it doesn't have that much of a tilt articulation or ankle rockers. Some tends to use ankle rockers than that. Anyway, so it doesn't have that articulation, and it doesn't have any toe articulation too. So this one is just a design. All right. As far as the detail goes, back then they're using translucent plastic for the eyes of their figure, but now they're just using a very reflective paint application. But it's really, I think it's really working with this figure so far. So it's still a very well thought out second option. So here's the detailing of the figure. It has like a green color scheme going on there. Very nice. This figure is a good combination of well paint applications and sculpt. Right. Let's check it out. Here's the ears. Here's the detailing in the ears. Very well sculpted. See the fading there to a darker-ish gold going towards the usual gold that, you know, the regular color scheme the figure has. It really is nice. The ab design here, very nice. The Garo logo. Alright. Head to toe, this figure, I really find this figure really flawless. And this is a peg hole where you're gonna attach the wing-like thing detail. Here's the tail, the short tail detailing. So yeah, so far so good. This figure is really great, despite the fact that it didn't came with any Chogokin part at all. Yeah. So here are the accessories and stuff that came with the figure. First off, this awesome detail here. This part will be placed at the back of the figure. It has a very nice detail and of course paint apps and the likes. How I wish that this part is made out of diecast though. It would really look nice. Because it's on a soft plastic. Um, they're using a single hinge joint in every part here, including the tail and some parts on the sword, which I will show you guys later. So like this tail here, this is also in a soft plastic. Not that much. I think the tip is soft, but this part here it's a bit hard. So single hinge, it swivels kinda. Alright. Then the peg hole where you're gonna attach the rest of the tail that came with the figure. As you can see here. There you go. Come on, dude. Focus. Alright. So this part here also swivels. That moves up and down. That. Alright. And then this part here, I'm not sure what this is, but it's a part of the detailing here where it also moves. Maybe they added this in to give way on the give way when you're gonna post this figure in a dynamic posing so that you know it won't block the action pose you're gonna pull. Well thought out, of course. Alright. And for some reason it does maybe I have a wild imagination, but it does look like an alien like creature or insect. Like, you know, this is the arms and this is the wing and this is the head, of course. So yeah. So here are the three-part um, interconnecting tail that we're gonna attach on the figure. So they also have articulation where they are using a single hinge joint here, right? So this part moves, right? But for some reason, these joints here are pretty much the same as the one that they're using here. But I tried to pull them out. It won't budge, and I don't want to force it because I might break the figure. Now attaching this stuff on the detailing here, um, it's up to you on which should come first. But I really do think that this part here where it has um, a, a hinge joint here and here should go first because this has the most based on the size of the scales here, it's much bigger than this one. Or I'm just kind of blind but can't tell the difference of the size of each. But I really do think that this part should go first. Alright, so let's put this thing together. So, alright, this should come here. There we go. Then attach it here. There you go. Come Come on, focus, man. Alright. Then of course this last part here, I also wish that this is made out of die cast because it's made out of soft plastic. See, it also has an articulation. It swivels that can help in posing. So there you go for the come on. All right. Now we also have these alternate hands. It came with a pair of open split hands, are very well sculpted. The tip of the finger is a bit sharp, but not as sharp as before. Alright. And we also have the weapon wielding hand, a pair of it. Even the hand has a very nice sculpt and color scheme going on. And this version of an weapon wielding hand, the thumb is already sculpted together with the rest of the fingers compared to the usual stuff that they added in before, where the thumb is on a soft plastic, so it would somehow give way whenever you're gonna attach something like, you know, a weapon or a prop or an accessory. Come on, focus. Ah, man. There you go. Now this is the pommel. This is something that we will place at the bottom of the sword handle. And speaking of which, this is the most awesome part of the set. Alright, the wolf sword. I'm not sure what they call this one in the series, because this specific character did came out only once, I believe, at the end of the series, episode 25, I think. Alright. Maybe I have a very wild imagination, but you know, at first it looks like a fancy looking bottle slash can opener here and here. So, yeah. And the best part about here is that you can transform this one into a awesome looking beast mode or wolf mode, where the mouth moves, the head is on a single hinge peg, also the ear moves single hinge as well. It kind of swivels, and I wish that the ear are not attached accordingly, because they move at the same time, so they are sculpted together technically. Alright, and then this part here, you can pull this out. Right, there you go. And then this part here would serve as like the feet of the wolf sword. They are also sculpted together on a single hinge, and this part here would be the arms, so you can see there it moves. The same goes with here, so it's a very nice touch. Right. So the pommel will be placed here when you attach the weapon wielding hand, right there. So there you have it for the accessories and stuff that came with the figure. I'm gonna show you guys the stand here that came with the figure also. I don't have plans yet of using this, but maybe uh, maybe someday, because I have quite a few extra Tamashi stand. in case I need it. Alright. Alright. This is the clip. And then this is the base as shown earlier. There you go. So overall, despite the fact that this figure didn't came with any Chogokin part at all, the range of motion, articulation, and the paint apps, and the special gimmicks that came with this release makes this figure a sure get still. You can still check it out online. And thanks for watching my review. Please subscribe. Later, guys.